The Veltharian armada stretched across the void like a metallic plague, their biomechanical vessels pulsing with bioluminescent veins that carried death through their hulls. Admiral ZYX-9 watched from the command bridge of the flagship Devourer, his 4 arms manipulating holographic displays as he surveyed the cornered Nexary fleet. Pitiful, he clicked in his native tongue, mandibles spreading in what passed for a smile among his species. The Nexary had fought valiantly for 3 cycles, but their crystalline ships were no match for Veltharian biotechnology. This would be the final battle of a war that had raged for decades. The Nexary formation huddled around their homeworld of Nexus Prime, their translucent vessels flickering with desperate energy. Captain Lyra of the Nexary flagship Shard of Hope felt the weight of her species' survival pressing down on her shoulders. Her ship's quantum core hummed with barely contained power, but she knew it wouldn't be enough. All ships prepare for final defensive formation, she transmitted across the fleet. Her voice carried the stoic acceptance of the inevitable. The Veltharians had consumed 17 star systems already. Nexus Prime would be the 18th. ZYX-9 raised his primary arm, about to give the order to commence the final assault when his sensor operator's alarmed trill echoed through the bridge. Admiral, single vessel approaching from the outer system. Unknown configuration. The massive display shifted to show a small, angular ship emerging from hyperspace. It was unlike anything in either fleet's databases, smooth white hull with blue accents, primitive-looking compared to the organic curves of Veltharian vessels or the geometric precision of Nexary craft. Hail the vessel, ZYX-9 commanded, curiosity overriding his eagerness for conquest. On the bridge of the human vessel Prometheus, Captain Sarah Chin reviewed the tactical display with grim determination. The long-range sensors had detected the battle from 3 light-years away, and Earth's first interstellar expedition had arrived just in time to witness what appeared to be a genocide in progress. "They're trying to communicate," reported Lieutenant Torres from the communication station. "Put them through," Chin ordered, her hand unconsciously moving to the sealed console beside her command chair. The view screen flickered to life, showing Admiral ZYX-9's imposing form. His translator rendered his words in perfect English. "Unknown vessel, you have entered a war zone. Identify yourself or be destroyed." Captain Chin straightened in her chair. "This is Captain Sarah Chin of the Earth vessel Prometheus. We are explorers seeking peaceful contact with galactic civilization." ZYX-9's mandibles clicked in amusement. "Earth? Your species is not in our databases. You are clearly primitive. Retreat now or share the fate of these crystal dwellers." "I'm afraid we can't do that," Chin replied calmly. "We've observed what appears to be an unprovoked attack on a civilian population. As representatives of humanity, we cannot stand by and watch." The Veltharian admiral's laughter was a harsh, chittering sound. "One primitive vessel against my entire armada? Your species' first contact will be your last." Captain Chen's expression remained steady. "Perhaps, but humanity has one advantage you haven't considered." "And what would that be, little creature?" Chen's hand moved to the sealed console, her fingers dancing across the authorization codes. "We're absolutely, completely, and utterly insane." The Prometheus began to glow with an inner light that intensified by the second. Every ship in both fleets registered the energy readings climbing beyond their instruments' ability to measure. "What are you doing?" ZYX-9 demanded, his confidence wavering. "Something my species is very good at," Chin replied, her voice carrying an edge of dark humor. "Mutually assured destruction. This is a prototype antimatter cascade device. In approximately 30 seconds, it will detonate and take out everything within a 10 light-minute radius." The Veltharian fleet began to shift, but Chen's next words froze them in space. "However, I'm willing to negotiate. Admiral ZYX-9, you have 15 seconds to order your fleet to withdraw from this system permanently. Captain Lyra, you have my word that Earth will remember your people's courage." The Prometheus was now blazing like a small star, its hull beginning to buckle under the contained forces within. 10 seconds, Chin announced. Admiral ZYX-9 stared at the impossible readings, then at the human captain who sat calmly in her chair as her ship prepared to become a miniature supernova. "All ships full retreat," he screamed. The Veltharian armada fled into hyperspace just as the Prometheus engaged its emergency dampeners, slowly powering down the cascade device. The silence that followed was deafening. Captain Chin smiled grimly at the surviving Nexary fleet. "Earth to Nexus Prime. Would you like to discuss an alliance?"